Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Healing with the Majestic Sunset. The first thing I'm going to do is do some clearing with sound, some energy clearing with the sound. You might want to turn down your volume for this one. All right, let's get started. I hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Friday night, Friday evening, whenever you're watching. But I am doing this reading for Friday night, Friday evening. If you're, of course, I'm new to YouTube, but I did put out a reading earlier today, so you might want to check it out. If you're interested, you may get something out of it. But I've already done the pre-shuffle, and at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords, the Devil. And it's also this lone wolf energy, this stalemate, and this ram, which is perseverance. There is a demonic person or a demonic entity that's very worried. They may be worried about something that already happened or something that has not happened yet. It's just fear. This nine of swords. It's just fear. And this also could be someone who you consider family, or you were supposed to have a family with. This could be a company, a job, of some sort. But somebody may want to come in with some type of a communication. But in this energy of that Nine of Swords, they may feel like they can't. It's something that they just can't say. They may have a fear to open up their mouth. But, you're in this perseverance type of energy. Maybe this person won't give up. Well, of course, that demonic entity, it never gives up. So just like it's going to persevere and try to, get you, you need to persevere to get away. You know what I mean? But because you are this lone wolf, so you're not going to go down without a fight. Free spirit, happy, single, choosing to stay single. So this could be a person that you were in a relationship with, for some of you, and you prefer to stay single. Maybe somebody worried about that. Maybe somebody feels like you've gone from wanting a commitment in a family to wanting just to have that by yourself. I don't know, but let's just jump into the reading. Okay. 10 of Cups. Yeah. So it's the end of you going alone just to get along. You've done a lot of transforming, especially in your emotions. You're not just freely giving, putting, in anyone's cup. You're not quick to fill up other people's cup anymore. Yeah, it's like those days are over. 8 of Cups at the bottom of this deck over here. You're definitely emotionally withdrawing. Like I was saying, you're no longer filling up other people's cups. You're definitely doing less and less of that. And you've already started to do this. Whoever is going to resonate with this reading, it could be past, present, or future. You've already started to withdraw, and you're changing. Maybe some people may say you've changed, but you're transforming for the better. You're not going to let anyone drain you. Yeah. You're not going to let anyone drain you. 5 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Maybe people were draining your finances. This could be a love interest, a spouse, someone you were in a committed relationship for a long time. Maybe the happiness is gone. You're no longer happy with this person. Maybe you're out feeling like you're outgrowing this situation, possibly. But the love just isn't there. Maybe it was a good facade for, maybe this person or you may have painted a smile on your face, but you wasn't really happy, you know. Maybe you felt left out of your own family, growing up. Maybe you had some abandonment wounds, some abandonment issues to clear up. Yeah. So as you worked on yourself, you're healing from any abandonment, and also it's going to help your finances as well. You're mastering yourself. You're a master of your emotions right now. You're mastering cutting people off. You're mastering the change. You embrace the change. You welcome the change. Anyone who's stalemated, this could be a person that stalemated you. With this, that was one of the first cards, in the beginning of the reading. Maybe someone felt like it was no way out of a situation, so they never made a decision. Take it however it resonates. Perseverance was at the beginning of the reading as well. Yeah, so you're an overcomer. You're persevering. You no longer doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You're doing something different now. Because you want a different result. And it was the healing that you're doing is the reason why you're able to persevere in a different situation. Maybe you couldn't see, exactly. It's almost like for some of you may have felt like you didn't know what to do. You may not have had a choice because of who these people were to you in your life. Maybe you felt like, you couldn't cut these people off. You couldn't end a relationship. Maybe these are people that wanted you to feel like you couldn't end a relationship. One of the first cards in the beginning was the devil. So we definitely have to take that into account. That these people wanted to hold on to you. They wanted to make you feel like you could not end relationship with them because of who they were to you, whether this was a spouse or family member, or this even could be a job. You know what I mean? A job that you went to, you may have had degrees and worked hard to get where you are in this particular company. And they might feel like, you kind of stuck there because, who's gonna, where else would you go and get paid the money, that you've been getting paid for some of you. Yeah, somebody, they wanted to wear you out. That's what I'm looking. They were hoping that you kept persevering in the same situation that was supposed to have an ending anyway. They were hoping that you kept persevering in that area so they can wear you out. And a lot of you did reach burnout. These people wanted to win at all costs. They didn't care who they had to hurt. These people were jealous hearted, envious. I just heard envious, and you had to emotionally detach from these people. Yeah. These people, they're stalking you. They're watching you walk away. It's like they're paying attention to you withdraw your energy, and there's nothing that they can do about it. But they're watching you do this. They're watching you heal your emotions, pick up and leave that emotional baggage behind. Two of Swords, stalemate. This could also be a situation where a person was wearing a mask. This person could have been a liar, a cheater. Um, they betrayed you. You know, you didn't see this from this person. It probably took you by surprise, but this person just never made a decision. It's like they were going back and forth from you to someone else and to someone else, from someone else to you. That's kind of what I'm getting. This person was collecting. They could have been collecting hearts on the way. They were holding on. It's like they wanted to hold on to you and they were holding on to other people. So it's like they were keeping other people in the same stalemate energy because it would make it hard for them to move on because there would be no closure. So it's almost like this person always trying to keep their foot in the door between many lovers. That's what I just heard, between many lovers, breaking hearts, betraying trust. This person could go silent, and it's because they're with another family, possibly. They're with other people. I just heard keep going. Okay, this one. I'm just doing what my spirit guide is telling me to do. Okay. So something is being exposed. So even though they may have not wanted to make a decision, it's being exposed to you anyway. Even though this person never told you certain things, maybe you've gotten this download. Maybe you just got the epiphany. Maybe you've been watching how this person moves and you're no dummy, you know? So you just been picking up on their different moves and for some of you just figured it out, you know? This could be a person that wants to travel back to you. And I just heard they're getting back the energy. For some of them, they're getting karma back. You know, they're getting the energy back that they've been given. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Yeah, so this definitely someone who is very indecisive. Maybe now you're indecisive about someone or a situation. Them not making a decision in a timely manner, them breadcrumbing you. Now you're rethinking certain things with this person. That's who could be worried when I was talking about someone being worried or in fear. Now they're worried that you're still making them. And you're not giving back any energy. It's almost like you're giving people back what they've been giving you. If they've been giving you crumbs, then they're getting their crumbs back. You know, you're not giving them much of your energy either. Yeah, you're silent. So they breadcrumbed you and you went silent. You're not giving them shit. I said you were giving them breadcrumbs back. You're not even giving that. They gave you breadcrumbs, so it taught you a lesson to go ahead and withdraw. They wasn't even worth. They were never worth what you were giving anyway, and what you could give. You know, they're showing up in this Page of Pentacles energy. And you the High Priestess, Star. So it's almost like, why would you come off your chariot to talk to peasants? Because that's the type of energy that this person was in. This demonic type energy that was just going around betraying. It's almost like you already knew, you figured it out. You got a download. You already got that epiphany. You've been studying how this person been moving, and you already know what they're up to. Yeah, you've been studying them. You've been watching how they move, and now you've already learned them. You've mastered whatever this energy is. You've mastered this. You're way past this. You could be studying a new skill. You may want to go into your own business, but you're a beginner for some of you in a something that you're investing in. You may want to go back to school for something that's going to put you on your destined path. Whatever it is that you're doing is going to put you in alignment for with your destiny. That's your date with destiny. And that's what a lot of you are focusing on right now, is your destined path, your wishes being fulfilled. You're no longer entertaining people that won't give you the energy back that you deserve, and the energy that you've been giving others. Ten of Pentacles. King of Wands. A lot of you are taking action on your own wealth. This could be a person. Also, this King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this King of Wands. Did I say King of Pentacles? Yeah. This King of Wands energy, they could have been focused on a family, an already made family. And that's why they couldn't show up in King energy with you. Because they were already being depleted by an already made family. This person may not even be with this family anymore. They're like on the outside of this family. It could be, a family that they've made, or just their family, period. Their blood relatives, So they slept on you to keep focusing on the past. And whatever they were focusing on depleted them financially, and is draining them. This is something that they were supposed to be healing from, not still giving to. Maybe some of you feel like, if this is you, that King of Wands energy, maybe you feel like you've been depleted by your family, people you've made a family with, or just a company. If this is work related, you could feel like you can't focus on your future because you're so you're being depleted, and all of your focus is going towards something else. Whatever this is, you don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. This person, if this is another person, they're bored there. They know, it's almost like they're living with the misery, and they're just I just feel like they're going around sleeping. They're sleeping around, possibly. This could have been that energy, that they were bored with the family that they had, or whatever commitment that they made. Even if they were no longer with this other family, they were being so depleted in their finances, they didn't have anything but their sexual energy to give to anyone else. So they still made it a bunch of relationships or a bunch of people, so they would just have access to them, because they had no intentions of growing anything further than just, sex, intimacy. And they could possibly starting to get bored with how they are. They might be getting sick of themselves. Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. So a lot of somebody, this person could have gone silent on you, ghosted you because of that. Like I said, the already made family. That Queen of Pentacles is like that wife material. This could be an ex-wife. This is someone who they're not in alignment with, though. That's why, that could be possibly why they even met you, because it was to pull them out of a situation that no longer was serving their highest good. It was just depleting their finances. And since this person was only focused on the superficial and their finances, the same thing that they were focused on is the one thing that's being depleted from them, from this already made family, possibly. But this person might be starting to figure this out. The Hermit is that introspection type energy, but they could have a childhood wound as well that they're not healing. So this is just somebody that just going from, they get bored easily. They go from lover to lover because they're still unhealed. They still have some childhood trauma that they're dealing with. And so that's why this Queen of Pentacles energy can just deplete them. Yeah, their finances are being very much so depleted. This could be someone who they started over with as well. This is someone that's interfering with them building a firm foundation elsewhere in their own life. This person is being so depleted elsewhere that they can't even build anything solid for themselves or going towards their future. That's what I'm feeling. Empress, Four of Pentacles. You're holding back your energy from them. They probably held back from you, even though they're still holding on to you. It seemed like they want to come and plant seeds over in your garden because they see that you are the abundant one. While they're just being drained, they see that you can help replenish. You are in this Empress energy. What you touch, grows. Even if they just see what type of a parent you are. You're a nurturer. And so that energy is oozing off of you. No matter if you're, tarot has no gender. It doesn't matter if this is your story, it's your story, no matter if you're a man or a woman. But you're definitely holding back this Empress energy from them. You're not giving them, I just heard you're not giving them the goodies, but you're holding back. You're holding on to what you have left. Because of course this person is not nurturing you. This person, you possibly, this person brought you in some heartbreak that you had to heal from, that you're probably currently healing from. But this is the not seen part. So a lot of you, this person is not showing you or telling you, they're not communicating this to you, that they're being depleted by an ex or some family members. It could even be they're being depleted by a job if this is not you. You know your story. This is either you or someone in your energy. Okay, there could be a message coming in. Is like somebody feel blocked. They feel blocked. Yeah, because you don't want it anymore now. This is your energy. They feel like you are in that same energy of being bored and tired of them. Someone feel blocked. They feel blocked from coming in with sexual innuendos as well. If this person is coming in to have sexy time talk, you're blocking this out because they're not trying to build anything solid. You want something solid. You don't want any more lip service. You don't want their nasty wand or their nasty box that they're spreading to everybody. You're blocking them. You don't want that. You want something solid. You deserve something solid. This person may try to come in with sexy time talk, but they're blocked out. You might have this person physically blocked, or you're just, this energy that they're coming in with is repelling you because it seemed like that's the only thing that they're trying to resurrect. Maybe that's the small talk that that they're coming in with because they want to reconcile or resurrect something that is dead. This could be a person that loves attention. They could do a job where they get a lot of attention. They've been seen. They could be someone who has a lot of sex appeal, who gets a lot of attention from the opposite sex, and also could be the same sex as well. King of Wands is usually very sexy, charismatic, looking good, smelling good, type of an energy. This person wants you to wait for them. We don't wait for anybody. But they're hoping that you're holding space for them, waiting for them. Maybe this is someone that kept you waiting and they were hoping that maybe it would have worked because you didn't have the closure. But this is like you giving yourself the closure you need. This person feels like if they can get you to wait that they will win. This person is a game player. Is like, win what? How old are we? The Magician and the Temperance. I just feel like you're too grown for this type of energy. You're trying to manifest big things, in your life because of all this healing that you've done. So this person may want to come in and talk nice because they realize that they were given to a barren situation. Nothing grows over to where this person was, being in this lustful energy, going from partner to partner. There's no growth in that energy. There's no growth with these partners, past partners. There's no growth in their finances, in their career. So this could be someone that, stayed away from you because they thought you didn't have as much. And they ended up being the ones that's not having, they ended up being, given to situations that, they not getting anything out of it. And it's because they stayed in this energy for too long. No, this person needs a lot of healing. You've gone through a lot of healing, whoever you are. So that's why you're blocking. You're setting, you're really setting boundaries. You're being prompted to set boundaries by your spirit team. Right, because this person want to manifest you being stuck again. And you won't be able to it's almost like they know you're in this beautiful energy. And if you're stuck, or if you feel stuck, if you're overthinking, you're not going to bring in what you really want. And then you would have, it would be so much time. I'm sorry, they'll feel like they'll have time to catch up to you if you're bound, if your manifestations doesn't come in, or you feel stuck, that you wouldn't manifest your way out of this situation with them. Because it's like a person knowing that you're fed up, but they're trying to stall you out so they can catch up to you. And they feel like you'll be with them by default because, the things everything that you wanted didn't come together yet. It's almost like a person trying to beat your physical manifestations in. It's like they want to show back up like they were there with you while you were shooting in the gym, but they wasn't. But they want to come back into your life before your physical manifestations come in. So they can keep you tied up and held up a little too long, a little longer, that by the time they feel like they are free, they'll just come right on in and reap the benefits of your manifestations. So this person doesn't want you to manifest outside of them. They want your manifestations to be blocked. If it's almost like, if I can't have you, no one else can, type of energy. They want your manifestation to be blocked if you are not with them. Yeah. It's like they want your happiness to kind of come from outside of you. They don't want you to be happy and fulfilled within yourself. This is someone that juggled you, possibly. You were their wish fulfillment. You probably thought you were each other's wish fulfillment. This person, y'all never possibly got anything off the ground. This is the beginning stages of the fire, the Ace of Wands. So you two probably had a few intimate encounters. But this situation did keep you stuck in your head for a little while. They were hoping that, that would happen. So this person manifested that for you because that's what they wanted. They wanted you to not feel good enough to move on, or feel like they were your wish fulfillment so you couldn't move on. Maybe they wanted you to feel like they were your counterpart. Maybe they were hoping to keep you stuck in your emotions being imbalanced, so you wouldn't, move on from them. It's like you were somebody's wish and they juggled it. And it could be that they want to balance something out now, because this person may really love you. But they never showed up for you. They showed up for other people, other situations, their job. This could be, anyone to you, collective. King of Swords, Six of Wands. This person, they may have kept your emotions a little imbalanced because of that hot and cold energy. You two you know, intimate wise, you two were very hot, but it's almost like this person was hot and cold with you. They went silent. That's because they were juggling. They were juggling and they needed attention from other people. That's what I'm getting. But they kept you stuck in your head. They wanted to keep you confused so you wouldn't let them go. This person is diabolical. Yeah, they wanted you stuck in your head so you wouldn't let them go. This person just wanted to win in all of these situations. However many people and things they were juggling, they just wanted to win at any and all costs. And it may have cost them a relationship with you. This person was like at a standoff. They had a standoff stance with you. This person was standoffish. They could have just been downright mean in their speech. They're definitely worried about how you see them. Like I said, this person may really love you. You know, this person could have gone through some healing. You know, they may want to heal something with you. They may want to heal something with you. I don't know. Devil. Yeah. If this person is coming in with, you may feel like this person has a demonic entity attached to them. This person could have a lust demon, an incubus, succubus spirit attached to them, and they've been doing this for a long time. It was time for them to do something else. This person knows that they were supposed to be doing something else. And this could be a person that you have given into multiple times, and it's like they're becoming so much of a burden to that it's almost like they force you to set boundaries. This person could be, have some obsessions, but I just feel like their guilty pleasure is sex, with this devil in the 9 of Wands. So they could have multiple partners. This person has a very high sex drive with the 10 of, the devil, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. This person is very, very sexually attracted to you. And it seemed like that energy is bringing this person in. Or it brought this person into you. But look at this. I don't keep reversals in my deck. They have to come out like that. So it's almost like this person they don't have anything to give you but this. So this person may not be able to give you any security because they were giving it to other people. Tower at the bottom here. That might come out. That might be a fear that they don't have anything to give you, because this is the hopes and fears position. So this person might be in fear that you'll find out. That's probably why this person might have set some boundaries for you. and it was like to block you from knowing that they have nothing to give you. They may not, show you much of what they're doing in their everyday, day-to-day life. You may not even know what job this person is doing, if they have one. This person wants to come in and possibly have some stability with you, but off of your dime, possibly, if they don't have anything to give. But you're too balanced. You're too balanced for this. But this person definitely wants to charge towards you. They see you as very, very sexy, passionate. This person is sexually addicted to you. That's all I'm seeing. And this person is bringing their imbalanced ass toward you, but it's almost like this chariot. It's almost like this person been trying to get to you for a long time, but since they're not balanced, this chariot is not. They're not able to come near you. They see you as their equal, their counterpart. And that's why this person is trying to stall you out. So even this person was in this non-committal energy, and they ended up running into a counterpart, and this demon could have fucked around and fell in love. I want to laugh so bad, but I'm not laughing at your story, but it's like, that's funny. It's like a demon falling in love. That's funny. You know, that's kind of funny to me. It's almost like the underworld sent out their strongest dark warrior to you, and you turned the person to a little kitty cat. That you made, it's like they love you, and they so obsessed with you. No, this person may feel like no one else can satisfy them sexually but you. That's probably why this person had multiple partners, because they were hard to please sexually because they had a demon attached to them. This person may feel like you can heal them of that energy. But your spirit team said, hell no. They blocked 7 of Wands. And it's funny because I got the 7 of Wands here. So that's like you have double protection, because this person can't come in just for a good time. No. You deserve long-term stability. So this is definitely a fear of this person, that you are blocking them. And not only are you blocking them, but they feel spiritually blocked. They feel like no matter what happens, they cannot get to you. Because their chariot is imbalanced. They can't come to you imbalanced. You too protected. You've done too much work on yourself. So it's like every time this person might have tried to come towards you, this perseverance energy could be them. Like I said in the beginning, they're persevering to get their way in whatever situation with you guys, and you're persevering away from them. So both of you are in this perseverance energy, but for different reasons, right? A lot of Aries energy here, a lot of fire. But yeah, they're being blocked from coming in and have this good time. This person they're depleted. They are depleted. This person is sick of you, whoever you are. You're not giving them any. And they've been trying and trying and trying, and they feel blocked. They've been trying to get to you. They've been trying to get to you. it's almost like they want to start this over again, even though even though they come in unstable with nothing to give you, nothing to offer you. They may know they're supposed to be coming in to offer you long-term stability, but they don't have it. But this person is about to bust. So this person wants to start this cycle. If you haven't if you haven't been with this person in a long time sexually, this person wants this brand new cycle to start over with you. This person is about to bust. Look at all these wands. This person is about to bust. And maybe some of your fears could be that this person only wants to come in for this reason. If you're a person that this other situation has been contacting you, you may feel a little fear that this is all this person is coming in for, because you see that they're very lustful, but they can't come into you after you've been doing all this work in this lustful energy. That's why you guys are in this lone wolf energy. That free spirit, happy single, choosing to stay single. You might just be choosing to stay single away from this person. Why? You queen bee. A natural leader, standing out from the rest, ruler of their heart. And this person is the beast, Beauty and the Beast. Major differences. Feeling love life is cursed. Desperately looking for true love. So a lot of you are looking for true love, or you were, let's say, and this could be because you did have a wound. You were unhealed in a certain area, but it's almost like the partners that you're running into are like demonic. People, you may feel like they only want something casual. So you rather be on your own. And now they're in fear that you rather be on your own. They're in fear that you rather be on your own. They feel like you the one wearing the mask now. You are, on the hunt for something else now. They may feel like you tired of their raggedy stick or their raggedy poom. They may feel that you look at them as used up. Oh my gosh, you may look at this person as used up, and they feel like you trying to be strategic and moving away from them. Look at this. And they are on a hunt. This person is very sexually attracted to you. Very, very. Whoever you are, you it's almost like this person, it's like you're the person that can satisfy all of their needs. And you never know, they probably, some people probably fell off because you did satisfy their needs, but they still was dipping their paintbrush in other people's paint. They worried, and they might, if you don't, like, you're the high priestess, so it's like you may know this, you may have had a dream or a download, but this person, either you express this to this person and they're worried about how you know it, or they're just worried about you finding out, but you already know this. They have a incubus, succubus attachment to them. You already know it. So it's like, how you gonna hide something from me that I already know? But whatever this is, this person is worried. So they may just, it's almost like they want to come in. They may come in fast because of this fear that they're having of you moving on and setting boundaries. That's, somebody else may get this healing sacral energy that you possess. That's all I'm saying, because it's like you was like the best. This person is possibly someone who needed, threesomes and orgies, and they feel like you satisfy all that by yourself. Six of Pentacles, the Emperor. Yeah, you deserve equal give and take. You deserve to be poured into. You deserve to have your energy reciprocated. That's what's in your future. That's what you're manifesting. So whatever they're manifesting for you, you have to manifest outside of what other people want and desire for you. And if you want a real emperor, you can bring that in. A real emperor energy that's just, someone that gives equally. This is work related. This person is like a slave master. If this is work related, this person depletes all of their workers of their energy, because this is a demonic company that's money hungry, and they want to have a lot of slaves. They want you too worn out so you can't look for another job that will pay you what you deserve and still give back good energy. But whatever situation this is, whether it's work related, family related, love interest, whatever it is, that's whatever situation that this is, they are worried. They're worried. Yeah, because you have a new opportunity. You definitely have a new opportunity of getting what you deserve. And so you're going to get what you deserve anyway from the universe. You just keep your vibration high. You just stay on your destined path. You keep being the boss, the big boss of your life, of what you want to happen for you. You don't let other people make decisions for your life. You're no longer doing that, because you are in this lone wolf energy. You're no longer going to let anyone manifest off of your energy. You're not going to let them manifest what they want for your life while they taking your energy and doing whatever the fuck they want to do with your energy. They're worried because, yeah, you are in partnership with the Most High. Okay? A lot of you will have a choice between this sexual deviant and a whole new emperor. And guess who you gonna choose? They already know. They already know they gone. This person could be going through some healing, but maybe they stayed in this energy for too long. Maybe you don't think they're gonna ever change. This could be a whole 60-year-old. This could be a whole 60-year-old rusty, crusty, nothing but gray hair on their balls. And they still in this fucking lustful energy. or gray hairs on their poon, whatever, but they old enough to have it, is what I'm saying. That's what I feel like. You may feel like this person is too old to be acting a fool. They are too old to even change. It's like if you wanted to change, you would have. So you may have a choice, but you guys are in partnership. You're balanced with, you're in partnership with the universe. You're balanced within yourself. Because when you do healing work, you balance out your light and your dark. But you guys are definitely on your destined path, and you will get equal give and take. The universe and you are co-creators. I mean, you're a co-creator with the universe. You are the co-creator of your life. You are in partnership with the Most High, and you are the boss of your own world. Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. So this is someone that, you may see this person as they're going to always want open relationships. They probably used to having open relationships. They probably think they're the emperor and they should have multiple wives. You may, this person may come from a background like that. But you just want to move on and be stable. You can have that. That's, future energy, you overcame, is always a beginning, where you start and, how you doing and what, the potential of what could be as you stay on track, But a lot of times when you come to tarot, when you're in the spiritual world, you've been under a lot, maybe some spells, some illusions, of course, a lot of illusions, a lot of trickery, and all you want to do is heal and grow and elevate and move on. Most of society does not want to do that. They want to stay in this party energy and stay under that strong delusion that's being cast over the masses. They want to stay that way because when whoever this is, they felt like they were winning in that energy because they were the one breaking the hearts. They were the one, because that's, that it really was that demon attached to them that caused them to be reckless with their vessel, because that vessel didn't belong to the demon. They didn't give a shit what that person, how many walls they hit. They didn't care, But, we supposed to care about ourselves. So this, hey, I don't feel like y'all really caring about your focus on yourself, your future, and being co-creators of your own life, being the boss of your own vessel. You bringing your dreams into fruition. Yeah. Bringing your dreams into fruition. I just said that. That's what you guys are doing. And you keep doing it. That's what the universe wants you to stay focused, stay high, stay elevated, stay on the high path, that natural high. When you elevate so high, you'll get that natural high, that natural euphoric feeling that you would get from smoking some weed or something like that. It's a natural high. You're going, if you're not very much so in this energy, you're going towards this energy. The energy is right for this to happen. For you to just invest in your own seeds. You cultivate 29 on the timer for you to get everything that you want and you desire, not for what other people desire for your life. Let's see. Any last little message? Okay. But like I said, you guys have that double protection, the Seven of Wands twice. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. So you guys have, if you want new love, you have new love coming in. Six of Cups. This will be a soulmate. Someone that you possibly did a past life with. So that energy will be familiar, but it's going to be familiar, like not the familiar that you've already experienced in this lifetime, because you've experienced partners that wasn't shit. But I'm talking about from a past life where, you two loved each other in another life, on another realm. You are bringing that in, because why? In this Empress energy. So these new opportunities are coming in. Oh my gosh, it's like, can't even make it up. Right. And whatever you needed to see, whatever stopped you in a past person from having this happy home is, it's their own doing. It's their own fault. They were supposed to see who you were. They were supposed to see you. You came before the tower. They made you have to walk away. Right? And as you walk away, look at this. Your warrior angels wish a motherfucker would. Your back is turned as you're walking away because you're being protected. They're watching your back as you walk away. And as you go on your destined path. And they're gonna block anybody trying to bring conflict your way. It's like you're being escorted out by your warrior angels because of who you are. Starseed chosen being, because of who you are. All the healing you've done. You see everything how you're supposed to see it. You see why you were held up for so many years. A lot of you spent the hangman, you spent a whole few decades in the hangman position. Just feeling stuck and stagnant in your life, stuck in relationships. Anybody that want to play stupid and be stuck in a relationship in this Four Cups energy, no, let them stay stuck there, But you're calling in something else. For some of you, it's a whole soulmate. For some others of you, this is a partnership in business. You being a partnership with the Most High. And it's going to bring you in nothing but stability. Your own business, your own home. You're going to have creative freedom. It's like this Six of Cups energy reminds me of you going into your North Node, but you're taking some of your South with you. Meaning that your South Node is who you came in this world as. So you don't have to leave all your skills. Like you're bringing your skills from your South Node into your North Node. And those skills that you already came into this world with, you just gonna enhance them. And it's just gonna help you fulfill your calling in your North Node. That's what I'm getting. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. See, you guys had to put a lot of work in on yourself. See, you guys were an opportunity for an opportunist, but they couldn't see the opportunity. They didn't see the gift. You were presented to this fool, whoever this sexual deviant is, because you know what? You were that person that could heal them out of that energy. But they have to want it. They have to put in the work. Yeah, so this person wants to come back in and plug up to you so bad. They may even want to do the work. But for you, it's too late. Because it's like they were supposed to want you. They were supposed to have chosen you when they felt this new energy. You were presented to them as a gift. They were supposed to choose the gift. You were the gift that was chosen. How could they not feel this energy? They did. But this person was not ready to change. Even if you were the person that came in somebody's company, you were the gift to that company. And they were supposed to treat you fairly. You were the new opportunity for them to grow their finances, to grow their company. This person, they wouldn't have had to steal from you to supply an old family. If they would have taken this golden opportunity, you were that opportunity. But they couldn't see that opportunity because these were opportunists. If they would have known that their finances was going to grow, then they would have put in the work. But it was too much work. They felt that they had to rise to the occasion. And these people rather stay stuck in a place they don't want to be. They rather be stuck in a place where they don't want to be than to roll out and ride out with an earth angel. But they had to go on that journey. They had to pick that journey. They had to choose that journey and choose to fucking heal. You know, that's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey for you. You know, because even you have the opportunity to take another path and reject your own opportunity that the universe is presenting to you. Now you're getting a golden opportunity and you don't have to choose a partner if you don't want to. You have a choice. You've earned this anyway, whether you're with a partner or you're doing it by your damn self. You've earned it. You put in the work. This Eight of Pentacles, you put the work in. This person was lazy. They didn't see this opportunity. You know, you didn't come presented the way that they thought you should have come to them. You know, they probably prayed to be out of this energy. They probably prayed for a real counterpart, their real soulmate. And they thought that the Most High was going to send this person wrapped in 6 figures, 7 figures. Absolutely fucking not. How do you know? You as this earth angel know that this person really loves you, or they just need you. Right? And the Most High wants to know that too. Will you choose love? Because when you choose love, you choose me. The Most High is love. They're not going to send you your counterpart wrapped in $1 million suit. You know, you guys can cultivate and grow those seeds you plant, but that comes with a lot of healing. They have to choose it. They had to choose. They still had a choice. And so now when they come back, they see who you are now. You're not going to want that because it's like you had a choice. I want you to want me. I want you to choose me because I was the best choice, not because you need me now or you see exactly who I am now. You see exactly what you could have had with me, right? That's you, collective. You don't want nobody to choose you because now they see. I once was blind, but now I see. This motherfucker was a blind mice, a, blind mouse. Their third eye was shut. They needed a lot of healing, and that's why you were sent into them because they had a dark attachment to them. They had an incubus succubus spirit attached to them, and only you could have brought them out of something that dangerous, that treacherous. But they chose not to see. They chose to stay hanging upside down on this damn tree. Whoever this is, this older individual, because I feel like this is no spring chicken here. This is somebody probably 50 and up, 40 and up, 45 and up. They ain't want to put in the work. They ain't want to put in that work. So now they get to stay out in the cold because you choosing the gift would have taken their finances out of the cold if they would have given equally. Ace of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, that's Six of Pentacles. They were supposed to have equal give and take with you. And they were supposed to ride off into the sunset with you with the Six of Wands. But they had to choose you out loud, choose you in public, choose you over all of their other options. Only then would they have gotten this victory. They were supposed to be with you as you guys prepared a table in the midst of your enemies. Now this person is going to watch you eat off your own table, and then this person, here they come. Here their opportunistic ass coming, trying to pull up a chair at your table. Because they out in the cold. They ass out. That's what they don't want you to know. They've been depleted. They don't have it. And it's not because they never had it, it's because they let someone drain them from their past, someone that they were supposed to move away from. Because as they moved away from that energy, as they healed, they would have seen that they were given to someone and they was like putting their money in a bag with a hole in it. And they would have known that these people couldn't manifest their way out of a wet paper bag. But they couldn't see this because of possibly what you had in comparison to what somebody else had from their past. Even if this was a past love interest, they probably were tied to their family. So they looked up to their family. They put this family on a pedestal. And they would have had to forsake all of them to get on their path, their destined path. And you were that angel that was going to lead them out of there, even if you was not there to stay in their life. Even if this is a company, you were going to lead this company out of some type of a deficit because they had demonic entities attached to whatever situation this is for you guys. And you were going to lead them out of that energy. You was going to lead them into doing something else different for their greater good and for the greater good of others. Let's see anything else. King of Swords. Well, not the king. Well, yeah, King of Swords. And this also could be the The Knight of Swords. Five of Wands. This person decided to keep you in competition. They were cold. They might want to come in and work on things now. They want to cut the competition off. But, yeah, but the damage has been done. You already set boundaries with this person. So, this person may come back in. It's up to you. Use your own discernment. But you guys are focused on your business. It says, do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You've got this. Think about executive roles like become a CEO or anything in the corporate sector. Raise your awareness and think bigger if you want different outcomes. And that's what you guys are doing. You've done the work. You are the big boss. You are the big boss. This Gaia energy. You trust the universe. It says trust the universe has a bigger plan for you than you can imagine. Protecting the planet, using herbs, or working with nature in some way. Spend time in nature to heal, soothe your mind, and regroup. You guys are just going to be on your destined path. And whatever it is your soul came here to do, you're going to do. Whatever your soul came here to evolve from, you're doing that. You guys could be doing something into spirituality. It says use money magic spells to attract wealth and prosperity. Roles like spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, or anything within the occult. Right now, you are being led to discover your unique spiritual journey. So some of you, you are into spirituality, of course, but you might be doing a spiritual business. Work smart and take action. You know what I mean? I'll read these for you. Work smart says, are you complicating things? Often the solutions are simpler than you think. It's time to clean up both personally and professionally for a fresh start. Focus on your basic needs when spending and save some money. Okay? And take action. Whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. Stop procrastinating and take that next step to move forward. Just do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let opportunity pass you by. That's what this person did. You were the opportunity that they let pass them by, and you're not going to let this opportunity pass you by to be co-creators with the universe, for you to have equal give and take with the universe, waiting on some fool because this person trying to hold you up, have you overthinking. You just surrender it because you don't want to miss your golden opportunity. This person, they settled. You're not going to settle. Some of you may even have a fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. When you have an encounter with demons and they try to destroy you or they hurt you so bad, maybe you just don't trust anybody. You may be a person that don't want anyone to touch you. I know I'm like that. I don't really like people touching me, especially people when you don't know what's on them. But anyway, collective, this was your reading. You guys, you may want to work on your crown chakra. It says crown chakra, location, top of the head, color violet or white, represents spiritual connection, enlightenment, and unity with the Most High universe. So you guys definitely have a connection with the Most High. You want to keep your crown protected, keep your chakras in alignment, and the universe wants to congratulate you. An expression of joy, praise, or good wishes offered to someone to celebrate a success, achievement, or happy life event. And this is a very happy life event. When you go through the healing, when you defeat demonic entities, that is something to celebrate. So congratulations on that, defeating these demons, and you keep persevering that's what I see you're doing. Hold up. You guys are hungry. Somebody's hungry for you. You know, you're this person, this everywhere I turn around, this person has a lot of sexual energy for you. And this is something, you know, you're avoiding this. January 29th may mean something to someone. January 11th. You know, but this is that 111 new beginnings. You might be seeing 111. But you guys are you're not, whoever this fool is howling at the moon, you know, trying to manifest you back, it's nothing there. It's nothing there, you know. It's like they're trying to will you in through the void, through nothingness. You're giving nothing to this energy. You're not, this person is definitely trying to manifest you in through, but they're getting nothing. But anyway, that was the reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If it resonated, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like how I read. And I love you all, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.